designated work period is now over. Life support systems are on low supply. Please return to your nearest station immediately.
One year ago, I got an idea. What if I made a game where you mine stuff? Except it wasn't just about mining stuff, it was about the exploitation that goes on in African cobalt mines. Then I combined that with some corporate hellscape themes, and of course, a game where you're an impoverished miner who suffers all day doesn't result in the most exciting gameplay ever, but there is a bunch of games out there about the horrors of war, and that's still fun, so why can't I make a game about the horrors of being alive? So I got to work, and as of right now, we're pretty close to releasing our first version of the game. Of course, it is nowhere near to being an actual finished project, but it is practically playable, and we can always update it once we released it. So let's start off with what we have in store for you. Lasers, missiles, and guns. What's a video game without senseless violence? Well, actually, the violence here is pretty senseful. Your ship has valuable stuff in it. You don't think you're gonna get space mugged? You've only got your mining laser to defend yourself, and you're going against illegally modified ships designed to kill and destroy you. Sounds fun? It is. I'm not going to tell you about the enemies, or how they're designed to fight, and their different playstyles, or anything like that. You can find that out when they kill you. But at its core, this isn't a game about gang violence, it's about executive level violence. Once you are done mining, you can sell your resources for hard-earned cash. Wow, almost like real life. Once you got your hard-earned profit, you can repair your ship and buy upgrades to turn your ship from a rust bucket into a normal bucket, the missiles. Missiles don't actually have much purpose except for doing heavy damage to enemy ships, but that's only if they actually hit, which they probably won't. Like many things in life, the only way to survive most threats is by expecting them in advance. Anything can happen quickly at any time, so if you don't want to get hit by a piece of stray debris or a missile, you'll need to be moving constantly. Unlike traditional asteroid mining in video games, speed and skill will save you.
Did you see me?
If you've been paying attention, you haven't seen much footage outside of the cockpit. That's because this is a first-person game with many simulator elements, including a fully functional radar. Another innovation this game brings is its 4D AI-powered Ultra Clock Shift Timer technology. You cannot dock until your shift is over. Once your shift is over, you have 1 minute of oxygen to get you back to your station. So you need to pay attention to how much ore you have and how much time you spend outside. If you don't bring your daily quota, then you aren't allowed to dock. While the story is being developed, the game will temporarily act as a roguelike game, where you need to survive as long as you can in an increasingly more harsh environment. If you have any of your own ideas, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I read and respond to all of them. Last feature I should mention is the data pod mechanic. You can find these things scattered around the map. Getting close to one will allow you to download the coordinates that will let you warp to a new part of the galaxy and explore new things. This is our way of adding a bit of open worldness and adventurousness to the game. Alright, so because many things will most likely not be elaborated on in the story, you can have some stuff to preface. If any of this sounds interesting, make sure to subscribe so you can get a copy of this game on release. It'll be free to play until the game is at its finished state, so make sure you stay tuned and whatnot, and bye.